And now it's time to jump over to the Kids Corner, where we'll discover the amazing marvels of water. Yeah, that's right, H2O. Now you might think that water seems ordinary, but trust me, it's anything but. Let's take a look at this incredible resource and the impact it has on life as we know it. Water. Cool water is so refreshing on a hot summer's day, but pure water has no color, no taste, no odor. It seems very ordinary, doesn't it? With lakes and rivers and oceans full of water, it's pretty common to think that it's easy to say, hey, there's nothing special about water. But without water, there would be no life of any kind on Earth. Well, what is water? Chemically, it's known as H2O, meaning that one molecule of water is made with 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Now, molecules and atoms are the very tiny, small building blocks of all of the things around us, including ourselves. How small? Well, one single average-sized drop of this water is made up of more than 1.5 sextillion. That's 1.5 followed by 21 zeros after it. 1.5 sextillion molecules. Now guess what? It takes more than 5 sextillion atoms of hydrogen and oxygen to make all of those molecules. But that's just in one drop of this water. Now it's interesting to note that hydrogen is highly combustible. Think flammable. And the most abundant element in the universe. Now oxygen, well, that's not flammable, but it does help to feed a fire, causing it to burn faster and hotter. So maybe you could think about that next time you have a drink of water. Amazingly, when hydrogen and oxygen are combined, we can have a liquid to drink, or when as a vapor, such as steam, we can breathe it in. When it's lowered to the freezing point, it becomes a solid, ice, that helps preserve and cool things. Solid H2O also has some pretty unusual features because most chemicals shrink in size when they're in their solid form and they expand in their liquid form. But water does the opposite by expanding when it's frozen and shrinking when in a liquid form. As a liquid, water is denser than when it is in its solid form. Now this causes our ponds and lakes to freeze from the top down instead of from the bottom up. That allows the fish and the other water creatures to survive, even though the surface of the lake is completely covered with ice. Water. It's what we drink. It's what we bathe in, even what makes up a large portion of our body, and it is absolutely necessary for life to survive. Unlike most other planets, God has blessed us with an abundance of water in liquid, vapor, and solid forms. That makes our planet Earth a unique and special place. Now, as we wrap up our adventure in the Kids Corner, I want you to get ready for a deep dive into new research with Dr. Jake Heber that may provide insight into the Bible's pre-flood accounts of extended human lifespans. So, we'll be right back.